We are at the farm of Martha Dumochel,
Yes.
and she keeps turkeys, and she's going to show us how to raise them and care for them. Okay, and whatever else, what other wisdom you'd like to impart. Okay,
Well,
Martha.
I'm not an expert.
But-
I'm just learning. It's a learning curve because the weather outside plays a big role, as well as the temperature, humidity in the house for hatching.
Right.
So this year it's been cold so long. Oh, there's a wild one. There's a wild turkey.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
That's
He
not mine.
wanted some company.
That's not mine.
Should go grab him.
It's a wild turkey.
It sure is, and he's big.
I don't know where he comes
Well,
from.
let's go see him.
He might not stick.
I
But
know,
it's
but
attracted to mine.
yes, obviously.
That's the first time I see it.
That's what the kerfuffle is.
Yeah,
That's why the gobbling.
because they can't get out. Mine, they're inside. They can't get out.
No. Hello there, wild turkey. You are pretty good looking in a turkey-ish kind of way. Hello there. Oh boy, he's a whopper. Look how big, Martha.
They're not the same size as mine.
Well, I haven't seen yours yet. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, it's the first time I see it. Yeah. Okay, well, do the two that were hatched. Those were hatched. Oh, were I can't remember the day they were hatched.
Last week?
Oh no, they're 2 weeks, 3 weeks old.
Oh, okay.
They're 2 or 3 weeks old.
Well, hello. Oh,
These are Beltsville white turkeys. The same
Beltsville
white. White, yeah, they're the same.
Oh, white.
Yeah, it's the same
Hi,
breed as the
guys.
little hatchling you saw there, the ones in the house.
Oh, really? So this is what you're going to look like in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Or those guys.
And they get fairly big.
You know what, Martha? It smells good in here. This is just ordinary wood chips or wood shavings, right?
Yeah. Come on. They probably won't come. They like
Yeah.
to roost. I had a separation over there
Yeah.
when I first put them in here, at least 4 feet high.
Yeah.
And the bigger one, he just flew on top of it, so I took it off.
Uh-huh. So it's completely encased in chicken wire here.
Yeah, this used to be my horse barn.
Oh,
And then I made sections so I can separate the male, females. In the wintertime, they come here.
Look at that.
In the wintertime, the big ones come in here.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it used to be 2 box stalls for the horses.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and now it's my turkey thing.
That is a watering device,
a
right? I can
watering.
see that.
Yeah.
And the other one is for feed.
Yeah.
And what is this gray stuff?
Oh, that's grit.
Right.
They need that for
Pebbles or
digestion.
grit. Gotcha.
Even small ones, like that's why I put the sand in there, and they like it's grit. And the big ones, they get oyster shell too. It's to make the shell good for the eggs, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
These are active.
Yeah, they're
I think that's a
very
female.
active.
I think that's a female. I think the other one's a male. It's bigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a size difference.
Yeah. Yeah. That used to
Okay.
be my cow barn, horse barn. That was a
Nice.
calving pen, and now it's a turkey thing. So in the winter, they all go in here
Yeah.
for the winter time.
So do you heat it in
No.
the winter?
No.
They keep themselves warm enough?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Turkeys can take the cold better than the heat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The heat is not really their friend.
All right.
And I'll show you I'll show you if you want where they are laying some eggs right now.
Okay.
And those I'm going to leave because I got to ready anyway and see if they'll hatch
Okay.
their own. Because turkeys are not the best sitters. Some breeds are better than others, but some
Okay.
are not the best.
For sitting on their eggs.
There's one of theirs.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Oh, look at all your eggs. Look at that.
I don't want to go in.
Okay,
disturb her.
that's fine. That's fine.
Can you see it?
So she's very brown.
Yeah.
What's the name of this? What
We
kind
ca-
of bird?
It's a mixed breed.
It's a mixed breed. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna back out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't want it to break the egg.
Yes, for sure.
See, these I'm going to let them and see if they'll hatch their own.
Okay.
See if they'll hatch. And we can go at the end of the pen there, and I'll show you
Okay.
the other. You probably can take a picture.
So this is a shell, I guess.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I had no shell. This one, it was like the membrane.
Oh,
And
okay.
see, I made like hoops with
Yeah.
the wire.
Yep.
And I put a tarp over because for shade.
Yep.
For shade, and then to keep dry too.
Mhm.
And if it's too hot, I just lift the sides and tie the sides up.
Martha, it seems like you're just always thinking about them
Well, yes.
and what they need. So I
Well-
guess that's the sign of a farmer, right?
A
You
good-
anticipate what they need.
Yes.
Not just food and water, but also the
Well,
temperature.
any animal, like whether it's a house, a horse, a cow, you try to get their comfort and feed them. Like if you're a good farmer,
Yeah.
you'll take care of your animal before yourself. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
so
don't care. Some don't care. They just but I care about my animals.
all right.
Yeah.
So you're going to
Okay,
show
I'll
us
show you-
these guys. I know there's
I
some
know.
very noisy
Yeah.
turkeys in here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
See, tomorrow, this
Yeah.
is like chicken wire, but the holes are too big. And
Let's see.
weasel will get through.
Oh, I see,
So, but I
yes.
didn't have any spare hardware cloth. That's
Ye-
hardware cloth. The other
Okay,
one,
so this is better,
yeah,
right?
that's better. I wish they'd make chicken wire like 1/2 inch holes,
Yeah.
because if it's an inch or bigger, weasel stuff will get through.
Yeah.
So,
So you're going to try and replace this with something else.
tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, that's coming off, and I'm putting hardware cloth again.
Okay.
And I'll put a piece of tarp over for shade.
So you call this stuff hardware cloth?
Hardware
It's
cloth.
metal. It's not cloth.
It's hardware cloth.
Okay.
You can get 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch holes,
Okay.
and it's stronger. This is like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Anyway,
I think animals could also chew through that. I mean, a
probably
rabbit could chew through it.
A wolf, probably,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So I'll show you the other one. Just watch your head.
Okay.
Yeah, these were cow panels. These are for cow panels. I
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have my cows in here.
Oh, okay.
So they were like a fencing for cow panels.
Right.
So I made hoops with them instead.
Good idea.
And I used hardware cloth. Yeah, I'll show you.
So I'll close this door just in case we have an
I don't think
escapee.
so. Yeah, it won't stay probably.
It's
You
good
won't come
now.
out here because you can. I'll just open.
Well, hello.
That's the male.
Are you showing off?
That's a male. He's a
and
mixed
he's
breed.
He's the one who's being so noisy.
See the females. Those are all. The other ones are 3 female. The one was in the nest,
Yeah.
and look, it's about the same size as the wild one.
Yes.
But the white ones will get about that size. The males get heavier. Like he's a mixed breed. I'm not too sure which one he is.
Okay. Now, which breeds are the?
I-
you mentioned a name in the other little barn where the young ones were, the
those are Beltsville white.
Beltsville whites.
Yeah,
No, what is
this
the
one
cross?
is, I think, is a bit of a blue slate mix. This one,
Okay.
and the other ones could have some then Ganzeret breed.
Okay.
They're a darker breed.
Look at that unusual brown one with the
The
beige.
brown one, she's about 3 years old.
Huh.
These will be a year old in June. The 2 other little females.
Oh, they've gone through the
And-
whole winter,
And
right?
him too, he'll be a year old around August.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I got feed pans and they like lettuce.
So big lettuce.
Yeah, oh yeah. At night I come give him lettuce, bananas, but
Oh
not the
my
peel.
goodness.
Yeah. And I made separation in here too, so I can separate females if I want
Gotcha.
to. Yeah,
Wow. What an unusual sound they make, eh?
yeah. Well, like the wild ones.
Yeah.
The wild ones too. Yeah. Yeah. Those are females. These that I hatched in the incubators last year.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, they've
The
come
female.
so far.
Except
eh?
that last one there, the big one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Martha,
Yeah.
are these going to be on your Thanksgiving table?
I'm
one of
not
these
sure.
days?
Maybe the females, because they're 3 years old.
Yeah.
and they don't lay as much, and the eggs are not as fertile either as they grow older.
Yeah, and then they become
you have
more
to mix-
attractive as meat.
Well,
and then
you have to mix the breeds too. You have to get, you can't keep them all. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So it might end up on the dinner table someday. But it's since I don't have cows anymore, horses or anything. This is work, but I don't have hay to do. It's less stuff, things to do, And
How much does it cost, Martha?
I don't make money at it.
No way.
No, because
just
like the grower from the small ones you saw, they're around $30 or more a bag, but it lasts a long time. Okay. And these I pay around $27, depending. Sometimes the prices change. They have turkey grower. The turkey grower them.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
is that a kind of food?
It's their food. Yeah, turkey grower is what you feed them. But sometime in the winter I mix it with scratch grain.
Oh.
Yeah, because they don't need like now it's for the eggs and stuff. That way they have the protein. Okay. It's for the protein. Yeah. See the little chicks you saw?
Yep.
Once they're off the turkey starter,
right,
they'll be going on the grower.
Okay. So your feed names relate to what stage you are in raising these turkeys.
In their growth, yes.
In their growth.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And these two, like the feathers, in the spring, they lose their winter feathers.
Oh.
They molt, like you call it molting.
I'm looking at some feathers here.
Yeah.
So is that what they're at already?
Well, they lost some. They lost some already. And then in the winter...
But it's been so cool. Maybe they don't dare
not as much. Yeah. And in the fall, well, they'll lose lots of the feathers in the fall, like September, October, depending on the weather. Yeah. Then they'll grow for winter more feathers.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Do they make nests with their old feathers? Do they do anything with them?
No.
Look how fluffy this one is. This is an underneath feather, eh?
Yeah, it's like the one he's got in the front there, the breast. Yeah.
Wow, you're a very big turkey.
But see, he's showing he's a male.
Yes, he sure is. He keeps on showing it.
Yeah,
you can put that down now. I know already.
But his tail fell out, like and stuff
like a peacock.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that impressive? Okay, very nice to see you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And the one egg I got in the incubator, they're in the little giant right now.
Yeah.
Depending if it hatches or not, that one will be probably a red bourbon.
Red bourbon being another breed.
Yeah, another breed.
Okay. All right, so here we are with 3 incubators.
This is a little giant incubator with automatic turner. And
you mean it automatically turns the eggs?
Yes. Well, they don't completely turn. They just kind of...
they pivot a little bit.
They pivot a little bit. And,
okay. Let's see if there's one there. Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah, there's 10 eggs in there.
10 eggs in there. So, is this a lid that you can take off?
Yeah.
How do these things work?
Well, like you preset, like the temperature's at 99.5, and there it says when there's that chick there, it's okay.
Temp, okay, yeah.
And there's a humidity thing, but I buy these little extra humidity readers or temperature things to make sure.
Thermometer, okay.
And when there's channels in the bottom that you put water in for humidity. And I don't like to open it. So I have a hole here and I have a pipe. I put the pipe and I use a syringe and just
pour the water in.
That way I don't have to open the top. The humidity stays more even in the temperature.
So these are fairly large eggs and you've written on them.
Well, I wrote the date.
This guy has an H because that's 19.
Because I got it from somebody. That's why.
I see. Okay.
But these from mine, and when I put them in the carton, I put the day, I put the month and the day, just in case,
Okay.
And
so
this is a little giant. This is a Brinzy. And this one, they say...
That's the brand of this
They say if a hen could choose, that's the type she'd choose.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I guess it's the best. This is for a vent. and you put the water here for the humidity,
Right.
and it goes in the center. And when the chicks hatch, this is for goose holders. You can get different things to put eggs in.
Okay.
So this one's for goose, but I use it for the turkeys because they're
Yeah.
quite big. So once it's day 25, you stop turning. And this one doesn't turn this way. This one rolls this way, and it turns the eggs like this
that was
instead.
my next question. How does this one move the eggs?
Yeah. And anyway, but once it's hatching time,
Yeah.
you take these out, and you put like you put something like this because it has to be rough for the chicks for their legs. Otherwise, they get splayed legs.
I see.
So you put that. Or what I did, I had my friend. I got these incubators. This one's a Hova Bader.
Okay.
And this one's a Hova Bader, and I got it from my friend.
All right. So this is different style again.
And that one is just for hatching. So once they stop turning,
Yes.
day 25 for turkeys because it's 28 days.
Oh.
28 days for turkeys. So once it's day 25, they have to stop rolling, turning. So then I can put them in here. I don't know where he is.
There's one here.
Okay.
Right there.
That's an egg. No, but the little chick's under there.
There's a chicken there.
Yeah, that it was born this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Can you see it?
No.
Or maybe this side.
Really?
Come this side.
Oh my goodness.
This one was born.
Oh my goodness. Look
This
at
one
that.
was born around 8:30 this morning, so it has to stay in there till tomorrow morning. Roughly
see.
tomorrow morning, that it's completely dry.
Okay.
That's completely dry.
So I see eggshells there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he would have pecked his way out of the egg.
Yeah, yeah. What they do if I had an egg, I can show you an egg. I'll
Yeah.
take an egg just to show you from the fridge.
Oh, well, we can see lots of eggs.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, but the eggs when they're starting to pip, we call pip.
Oh yes.
They at the bigger end of the egg.
Mm-hmm.
They with their beak, they have a special beak when they're hatching for
Right.
hatching.
So it's sharp.
Yeah, so it's a tooth.
Hi, sweetie.
So that
I
way,
see you down there.
so that way they circle all the egg. They break all the shell to the top of the egg, and then they use their feet and kick out the end and come out. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Yeah,
So there's the system they have.
yeah, the chicken will be the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So
Yeah.
they take off the top part of the egg.
Well,
Sometimes like we do with a knife when we're cutting it open
yeah,
to
well,
eat it.
see the bigger part of the egg,
Yeah.
like not the pointy sharp.
Can you shine it here? I think he's moved over here. Let's just see his backside there.
Maybe if I
So,
shoot it this way, can you see it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can see him in there. He's hiding though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there. Hello, sweetie. Hello there. Are you a little baby turkey?
Yeah, see, he's drying out. I have to
Yes.
wait for him to dry off to fluff before. And this one too, I have a hole there, and I put my
Your water in there.
to put see the grooves in the bottom.
Yep.
That's where the water are.
Right. Right. So it's not so dry down
And the
there.
humidity has to be at least 70% for hatching.
Okay.
For like the till day 25, the humidity can be
Hello there.
around 50-55 humidity.
Yeah.
And after that for hatching, because to make the shell porous more, like
I see.
softer.
Okay. Yep.
And a turkey, the membrane is thicker than a chicken. The membrane inside, like the
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That thin line.
yeah.
Yeah. I get
It's
that.
it's thicker for a turkey
It is, eh?
than a chicken. That's why the humidity has to be fairly high. It's at least
I see.
70%
Wow.
for them to hatch to make the shell soft.
Martha, there is a whole science behind this.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
there?
I'm learning.
You're learning.
Well,
It
yeah, I
sounds
mean,
like
this
you
is
know a lot.
Well, this is my second year.
Second year.
I usually bought like already hatched chicks. like-
Right.
but then I got this.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay.
But I can take an egg out, not these there, but I'll show. Okay, this is turkey eggs. So once
These were in the fridge.
these are, I'm not hatching them.
Okay.
because I had too many. So when the chick is ready, he's got that tooth there, and he chips all around like this here.
Okay,
all
but
around.
that's the thick end of the
Yeah,
egg.
yeah.
So it's the thick end that he
Yeah.
chips away at?
Yeah,
Okay.
he chips like, well, kind of breaks all the shell here,
Yeah. All
and
around.
then he comes out. Sometimes you can almost put that back together.
Really?
It's so sharp, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
These are for cooking.
Okay, so you didn't want to hatch those because
I have too many.
enough, and you don't want that many turkeys.
No.
You have to house them all, right? You
Yeah.
have to have a place for them to stay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
So, yeah. And if you want, we can show the ones that hatched Friday night.
Yes, please. We'd love to see that.
At least this one hatched morning, because the others, well, they hatched in the evening and they kept me all night up. Because it makes a noise when they move in the incubator.
Right.
So, yeah. Just watch your head there, because the basement's not a full basement.
Oh, okay.
You probably can see them from this side. If you want, I can just move the board and you don't have to go on the other side. I'll show you. I'll just move the board.
Sure. That's like a heat lamp.
Yeah, they need a heat lamp. I put them in a bigger tub this morning. This is a water trough.
Well, hello.
And
yeah, you're fluffier than the fella upstairs.
Well, yeah, they were born Friday night. Friday night, like 9:30, 10.
Sunday, so 2 days.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. And when I put them in here, I go like this, and it's just like a hen scratching, and then I put some on the and I put sand in the bottom.
Yeah.
Because they need a grip, like something to,
Yeah.
So you go like this there, and it helps like pecking, like a hen.
Yeah.
When you put, and then
they like that sound.
Yeah.
That's what their mom would do, right?
Yeah. And when I first put them in here, when you any little chick, you dip their beak in the water.
Really?
That the one that's hatched this morning, when I put it in, I'll dip his beak in there.
Yeah.
Show him the water.
Right.
But these, you go like this, and it helps see.
So you're encouraging them to start eating?
Well, they already do.
They already do, eh?
But that's what I do when at first, see.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. And I had a smaller, like a Rubbermaid tub one, but it's too small. So that's why I put this in here. And I put the heat lamp, and as they grow, you can lift it. But this way, if they're too hot, they can move here, and it's not so hot.
Yeah.
Because I put a thing in there yesterday, and it was like over 100.
Wow.
But and chicks, like chicken, any chicken, they don't sweat. So, like big ones, even big ones, they don't sweat like us. So that way, that's why they need lots of nice clean water.
Yeah.
Because they don't sweat.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to eat, or are you just going to look at Mama? Look at that. So how much bigger are these as turkeys than chickens at day 2? Do you have experience with chickens?
Oh, yeah, I used to have meat. Well, the meat birds are about that size as day olds, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at them trying to get in there. Look at that. You like that sound? I had no idea they were so labor intensive to begin with, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Okay.
So these will probably stay. It's the weather this year is so cold, and awful. It's supposed to rain Wednesday, Thursday. So these will probably stay here till the weekend in the basement before they move to the barn.
Okay, so now you're going to put this cover over them. You're worried that they'll hop out?
No, it's keep the heat in.
Oh, keep the heat in. Got it.
Keep the heat in, and I can move it, but it's probably warm enough anyway,
Yeah. So, Martha, when you want eggs, how do you get eggs, and how do you encourage turkeys to lay eggs?
Well, mine were not laying this winter. They started laying late March sometime. They were not laying, so I asked a friend of mine as she says, well, put the male with them, and they'll start breeding, and then they'll start to lay the eggs. So
Okay.
I guess they probably would lay eggs in time,
Hmm.
but I guess it goes faster if you put the male to breed with
Right.
them. And to
Right.
get fertile eggs, you need the male anyway. So yeah,
Exactly. Interesting.
yeah, it's interesting.
So, viewers, while we're sitting here having our juice and tea, guess who's back? You can see that. The wild turkey is back. And we're kind of wondering if it's a male or female. And you saw the male that was in the run in that little barn area, and he had this great big I don't know, what do you even call it?
I mean, I don't really know what you call it.
It's a big flab of skin that goes over his beak, right?
Yeah.
And Martha is saying that that's not always the case. When he's not interested in showing off how male he is,
It shrinks
it
shorter.
shrinks
it's
back.
Shorter. Yeah, it's shorter.
Right. So when we look at that turkey in the distance there, we can't tell whether that is a male or female. There are no visible indications.
And whether it's a male or female, the wild one, they still on their chest, they have I'm not too sure what you call it either. It's like hair, like a thing. It grows it's on their chest. Both male and females will have some in the
I
wild
can
ones.
see it. I can see it hanging down from the front of that turkey.
Yeah.
So that also is not an indication of whether it's a male or a female.
No, the big ones, like the big wild ones, both of them would have some.
Oh, very interesting, eh?
Yeah.
There's a whole science behind turkeys, isn't there?
Well, I've been reading internet, and my neighbor's daughter, she sent a book from me on hatching, raising chicken turkeys and stuff, like hatching. So it's a nice book. It lots of interesting things in it.
So, Martha, we have to talk about how long you keep these turkeys around and the purpose for them. Is the purpose to eat them?
Some is to eat, and some I keep to reproduce also.
Right, to keep the
thing going. I mean.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so tell me what you do. Tell me what determines which turkeys you butcher in the fall. Is it fall?
In the fall, usually when it gets cool weather, so you don't have the flies. October, beyond November, depending on the weather.
Okay.
And I either want to keep a male, different male, and some females, because sometimes you have to butcher the older females. They don't produce the eggs as much as they get older, and they're not as fertile, so you try and keep some newer stock. So to butcher them, well, I usually separate them, and I have a propane burner that I put a big tub on for water to heat at 140 degrees. I put a little bit of dish soap in it. It helps take the feathers off for the grease. So, and we have cones, and I have some friends. They come and help. So we put them in a cone to euthanize them.
It's a two-person job,
yes,
right?
Yes, it's usually like the size, because the size of them, it's not like just a chicken. It's easier if you're two people at least.
They're heavy. How heavy are they?
They can, they can go, the females 12, 15, 16, 20 pounds, or you can have bigger ones too, depending on how long you keep them.
Right.
But the heritage breeds don't get as big as the one you would buy like in the store, the big turkeys.
Right.
So we euthanize them, we dip them in the hot water that's about 140 degrees, and I have 2 tables set up. One is take feathers off, and I have...
Can you back up for a sec? You euthanize them.
Well,
you talk about a cone.
You know, we put them in a cone.
Is that a big plastic cone?
No, it's a metal cone. It's a metal cone, made like a funnel type thing. Yep. So you put that in that, and there's a special little knife. You can go at the roof of the mouth, and it helps to relax the feathers more. Or you can just cut the veins on the side of the neck too. Okay. And once they're not moving anymore, you dip them in the hot water. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I have 2 tables. One is to defeather them, clean them up. Then the other, my helpers do that. And me, I have another table with the hoses, and I have, let's say, big garbage cans full of water, cold water, and my hose, and I have special tools to clean the inside. Like it looks like a bit of a small, very small spaghetti spoon with like teeth on it, so it helps to take the kidneys and the lungs out and the heart, whatever. The
So
inside.
you remove the innards
The innards
right
inside.
away, right?
Yeah. Oh yes, you do
Yeah.
that right away.
Okay.
And I have my hose, water, and I clean a lot. And once they're all cleaned up, the inside and all that, then I put them in the cold water in those garbage cans I keep for that.
I see.
And once they're drained a little bit, I have an axe. It's cut metal, an axe blade,
Yeah.
like an axe, but I keep it for that.
Okay.
So I cut them in half because the turkey is too big for one
Too
person.
much for you.
Yeah.
So you separate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
split them in half
And
and
once,
freeze them.
And once they're cooled off,
Mhm.
once the meat is cooled off, I put it in the fridge. Like I only butcher a few, like 3 or 4 or 5. I have enough room in the fridge. Put them in trays,
Mhm.
and then I have bags, or I use my food saver to shrink wrap them for the freezer.
Okay.
But it's easier if you're 2 or 3 people. Like
Yeah. It seems like a bit of a procedure.
Yes, it is a
Yeah.
procedure.
It's a big
and-
day. It's
yeah.
a big day at the turkey farm.
Well, it's the preparation and the cleaning after too. I use Javex water and stuff and clean all the tables and stuff
Yeah.
after that too.
Okay.
So it's like depending how many you butcher, it's a half day or a little bit more depending.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's nice when you have your friends come and we
You make a day of it, right?
Yeah, and we help each other out.
That's right.
Yeah.
You would go to her place
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah.
and go
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
help her
Oh,
do
yeah.
hers.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay.